Oh, I forgot to put on my chat. I can't see anything. No. Uh, Bum, bum, bum. Oh, you know what I probably should do is download these games while we wait. Install. Install. I don't even remember which ones we got. Honestly. Install. Hold on, I can't see chat yet. Hold on. Install. Install.
What streak were you on?
Install.
Damn.
Install.
Bro, why do you keep telling me
Okay, accept. Whatever. Ah, my I e, my I ah,
that? Yo, we were
my
fucking
I
top for a really
ooh,
good time.
my I ha ha. Damn it, the bear. If my computer could load, that would be cute too. Okay, FO. What's that? I don't know what deep. What is this? I don't know what that means. That's insane. Okay. I just saw the most insane thing on somebody's stream. That's wild. I came in like twice and Valley swiped out, but I'm back. Nothing. Nothing happened. Absolutely nothing. You missed. You missed nothing. What were we gonna play again first? I can't remember. It was a. It was not a. It was not a peen. It was. It was. You know those people
Oh
who
shit, I think
have
my host too.
banana shooter.
Are you still lagging?
You you know those people that you've used like the the
The shot
they
that
don't
you
have a face cam, but they have like an avatar. So when they talk, it looks like that avatar is talking.
like aim
This one
shit.
was a an anime character, right? And it had a little like jacket top on, and it had what looked to be like cloth and then a string on the nipples, and they were jumping up and down, and the titties were just going like this, and you could just see the strings on the. Yeah, I was. It was wow. Yeah, I I don't know. Yeah, bouncy boobies. Yep. Yeah, banana shooter guys. Yeah. You know who we haven't seen in the chat in a while? Curran. We ain't seen Curran in a while. Yeah. Enable ragdoll? I don't know what that is, but it sounds interesting. Okay. Okay. Multiplayer, map editor, inventory, custom mode. Multiplayer. They will be, I bet. I hope I hope I don't need to turn off my microphone. This is a multiplayer game. Is the volume good, or do I need to turn it down some more? I did. Is it still loud? I'll turn it down here while I listen. Okay. There we go. Like a 0.05. Create a new map. What is this? This is like the land where Tanjiro went to go get that soul or whatever when in the train arc and he was walking on water to get to this thing. What? Whoa. Lighting. What is this? What? What is this? Exit account. How do we exit? I am not an editor. Discard. Congrats. That's wild. 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 Crate expert, rifleman, grapple man. Can I browse the server list? Not full. Community servers. German horror games. I don't understand this game. Oh, okay. a good thing that game was free ski. Okay, next. Um, we're gonna play this extremely scary game. Extremely scary, by the way. Um, um, let's try it. I doubt this is scary, man. This don't look scary. It looks like I'm about to watch an anime. Okay, this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Okay? Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warning, please visit. Alright. I'm just kidding. It was a joke. It was a joke. Alright. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 16 years of age and you consent to exposure of highly disturbing content. Sure. I better see somebody scalped. This is not suitable. Okay, we read that already. They stole the sound. They stole the sound from Mario Kart. Mario, the coins. Hello, thank you for the follow. I'm gonna call you boss. How you doing? We're gonna turn this down a bit though. That's extremely loud. Full screened. We're good. Okay. Enter your name. What should our name be? We're just gonna go Mikey. We're Mikey. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Is this us thinking in our head? That girl is Sayori. Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Okay. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversee more and more. What? I can't read. She would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. L friend, like, come on now. If your friend's late, you're late. Okay? I was truant my entire senior year because of Benjamin. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. We're an asshole. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. She's out of breath. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Yeah, that's mean, Mikey. Oh well. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. You know what? We're not a good friend. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Mikey, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Huh? That's not true. You told me you were going to join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. We are not nice. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. So, we're a hermit crab. Alright, waiting for 2 minutes. Your timer starts now, cool? You better be back by 10:44. Boss 1999. What are your thoughts on this game? I don't know how I feel about it yet. Do 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 do. She's got 1 minute left. Ha! You were a minute early. I'm proud of you. Alright. Sayori. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. So you're calling us antisocial now, Sayori. I socialize with you. That's social. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. I'm happy, obviously, playing my video games and watching anime. Obviously. And, wow. And I know you're happy. I can't read. And you know you're happy. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Damn, hard truths. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise. I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much makes me... I'm extremely scared. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Why aren't you like anime? Why aren't you in that club? Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is a vice president of the literature club. What's wrong with the literature club? Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Yeah. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning that I have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. This is weird. Fine, I'll stop for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? I'm a boy? That makes sense though now. Way to kill the atmosphere. Aw, Mikey, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. So sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can't just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Yeah? Monica? Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Mikey. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, and athletic. This guy is simping over all these girls except his friend. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down. Come sit down, Mikey. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? There's a lot going on right now. Sorry. Read it. The girls have a new... Oh, I can't read. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. And Sayori mentioned it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs the wraps tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate are used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. Hold on. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. I'm a dude, so I can't do it right now. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like that. That was good, wasn't it? You gotta put the stutter in it. Especially for the nervous Nellies. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? What works, though, is I already have a stutter. I just gotta bring my, my voice a little higher. Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you. You know, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole lot of tea... Wait, what? You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Question mark? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Ah, I guess. Heh, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Huh? That's not it. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, I meant that, you know? I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? Um, I was afraid to answer. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, so Sayori seemed really happy here. So that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I know. She does seem a little shy. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be you could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Aren't you a leader of the debate club? Weren't you the yeah. Ha ha ha. Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, fulfilling then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put you could put you could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more fun, that much more important. I'm confident that we I can't read. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Mikey, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Every time you say I can't read, you sound like Dumbledore. I can't read. I can't read! That? Manga? Me too, dude. Please, Severus! I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wanted to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy world. So, Sarah J. Maas. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Sarah J. Maas. Yuri goes Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. I thought you was talking to me. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you off for a loop? Get out of my chat. You come over here and read without stuttering. How about that? L hubby, how about that? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. There's the horror element. I read horror. I read a horror book once. No, you haven't. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have been having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? Oh, my lance. Is this a reading game? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called, don't say it out loud, and give that back. Fine, fine. Heh, your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. No, he don't deserve no freaking hug. You wanna know why? He's like L Reader. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori siddles? What is that word? Siddles? Slides? Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Huh, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? Hug it out? He's gonna get extremely mad at me because he's playing a game. Watch. Just watch. He's gonna say, get the fuck off of me. In about 2 seconds, he's gonna be like, you got me killed. Ugh. I'm never hugging you ever again. You can hug your pickle squishmallow and your hamburger squishmallow. How about that? Change the button to punch, hubby. Ah! Insane. See, I can't do that because if I fuck with him, he's gonna fuck with me. You know what I mean? And when I give him a little love tap or a little, bro's like, you know what I mean? Thank you. He deserves a timeout. No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not very confident, right? Not a very confident confident writer yet. I understand now. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is written to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. It was meant to be 60 seconds. Just release the timer at like 11:08, or your time would be 10:08, right? I guess it's the same for Yuri. I want to read everyone's poems. Well, we all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Oh, isn't that right, Mikey? Monica smiles warmly at me once. Hold on, there's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said that I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry. I thought, Mikey, you all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful... Now say W wifey, W reader, W hugger, W smoocher. They all want you. Honestly, I don't know what we did to rizz them up, but we better be the most beautiful dude in this freaking game. That's all I'm saying. Right? Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. You're such a simp, bro. One by one, the girl's eyes lit up. You know what he looks like? If I see a picture of something crazy, I'm going to cry. What message? Oh. You're right. One by one, the girl's eyes lit up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Mikey, I look forward to seeing how you express yourselves. Heh. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? No. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Mikey, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, the whole way, whoa. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Wonder which one he sims for worse. Seems like Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Doubtful. We're in a horror game. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. His is gonna be the most diabolically, I have to write this myself? What the shit? It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. We're gonna go with warm, memories. Oh. No. Warm memories. Incapable. You gotta throw a little bit of everything in there. And then we're gonna go with anger. And then we're gonna go with loud. Shame. Empty. Bouncy. The foot. Twirl. Infallible. Journey. Disoriented. Vertigo. We gotta add a color in there. Pink. Fantasy. Climax is insane. Time. Unrestrained. Why is parfait in here? Heartbeat. Sadness. Essence. Unstable, like my life. Alright. I wonder if it generates our own poem. You know what I mean? That's wild. Hi again, Mikey. Yeah, but then we're gonna be coming out. We gotta ease these girls into having a boy in the classroom. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna think we're in here just for the titties, you know, or the cheeks. We gotta ease in there, you know. We put a little bit of everything in there, so hopefully it comes out nice. What's up, Roger? How we doing? Hi again, Mikey. No, they know. Okay. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Mikey. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You know what, Natsuki? You're on my shit list. I don't like you. You look like you're 12 at a high school. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Snack time. You know what? Why is Sayori outing me? Like, come on now. We're best friends, and she outs me like this? And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Ooh. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Mikey always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Me too, girl. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, you want me to freaking hug this asshole again? Oh, fine. He's in the middle of a kill streak. Let's end it. I love you. Oh, he redeemed it? Oh, my bad. I tried messing him up. Whoops. Now I'm the asshole, huh? I know. Brings a tear to my eye. He did bring me cookies, though, after I took a long nap today. Yeah, I got off work at like 4:30, played on my phone for about 30 minutes, right? And I lost my train of thought. It'll come back to me. One second. I got off of work at 4:30. Okay? Played on my telephone for 30 minutes. And then I got up, laid down, scrolled through TikTok, then I fell asleep. I didn't wake up till about 7:30. What kind of cookies? Can I have those so I could show the chat? Or promise, really? Cookies! Chocolate chip. They're just Walmart cookies. Although they do bang out. Really, they're really nice. They're nice. I like them. Should I eat one? I think I'm gonna eat one. Yummy. Extra snack, yeah. How come? You and Mikey can become good friends too. Shiori. As usual, Shiori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri. You even brought what? Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Shiori has such a loud mouth. What? Wait, Shiori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Shiori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Huh? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. What did you say? I'm so confused. Why is this a horror game? I'm so excited to see what happens. I don't know. But I might just save and then we could play something else, cuz I got to do stuff tomorrow in the morning. Discuss it if you want. What? How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew! Well, you can read it in your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So Yuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner, and Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me. Our eyes meet for a split second, but that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, that's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave to me, right? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the the bookstore yesterday, and that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Oh, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's very engaging and a relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister, but as soon as she but as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. What is this? And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Mikey? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot Yuri is into those things. So she's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. What is this? I'm rambling, aren't I? Yes. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. Apologize. Um, I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess that's all right then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem when I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. At the least I could do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. Ha 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 ha. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little bit apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. Yuri needs to get a hold of herself. She's annoying me. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. All right. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? Yeah, and it's annoying. I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Ha 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 ha. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then I hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold open the book. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the pages. Here. Why are we at this angle? Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same with my right arm and on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side, but in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting to me. It's as if... They have a bookshop simulator? That's crazy. It's as if... Benj, look at chat.
Yes, I saw there's no image to
Babe, did you look at chat? She's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page? Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I could do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she's finished the page before me, so I turned it by my own fault. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently... Is this not horror? This is not horror. This cannot be a horror game. This is absolutely not a horror game. This is some rom-com stuff. Has to be. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. What do you mean the warning? This is disturbing me. This is what's disturbing me. I don't think the horror aspect of it is going to disturb me. I'm reading about high school kids in a freaking literature club, and he's getting nervous because he's reading a book right next to a pretty girl. This is high school. No, in Japanese colleges, you don't have a dress code. Keep going, that's wild. Okay. The main character, if we go back home, we're gonna save it and we'll come back to it. The main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I could see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remained silent for a moment, but Mikey, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know if you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. What a dude. What's up, Johnny? How you doing? Thank you for lurking. I'm doing this reading game. A blanket? Benj, I will make her make you a mug with a picture of your choosing if you let her get the game. A blanket? He is gonna pick the most diabolical picture. You're selling my pictures as wild. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So, Johnny, do you think this is a horror game? Yes or no? Bribery at its finest. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Ah! What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Brother's in a middle of a game, so he ain't looking at chat. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that right, Yuri? Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. Oh, it's not. It's fine. Yuri, I'm fine. What? You have a lot of catching up to do in the chat, is all I'm saying. That's all you see? You still have him timed out. He's not even getting all of this stuff. Yeah, timed out still. Hold on. Oh, goodness gracious. Hold on. Oh no. Not re-timeout, untimeout. There we are. There it is. Okay. Alright, I fixed it. Type something in the chat. Hello, Sire is Wild. No, it's not popping up. Hold on. He needs to go in and go back out. Oh, now you can look at all of it. You gotta go in and go back out. All the chat's there, so you can read it if you need to. There you go. He had a refresh. That's funny. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up, make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Why don't you put a bookmark in it? So you don't have to take a mental note. You're making it harder for yourself, man. There's no way I would be able to remember the pages I'm on, and I've got 1, 2, 3 books that have bookmarks in it right now. Technically 4. Yeah. Babe, look at the chat. He's ignoring our shenanigans. We should sue. By the way, did you remember to write the poem last night? Yeah, my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've really never done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers on a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should we read the poem to first? Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, or Monica? We were kind of vibing with Yuri, right? Safe? Okay, we're gonna play safe. Oh. Alright. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. I feel like Sayori's gonna judge us. Yeah, I was gonna say Natsuki. I'm kind of afraid of her. She's a little fireball. I've lost my bait. There it is. This is a good poem, Mikey. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Oh, we don't get to see what our poem's about? Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you really are part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Mikey. Deep down, you're not as selfish at all, you know? You're not selfish at all. Trying new things like this. Wait, trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Oh. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. We're awful. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? Yeah. What did you just say in my chat, Benj? Can you keep that out of my chat? Why are you outing our extracurriculars, man? What do I do? Thank you. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry. I'm really bad at this. Yeah, sure. I guess so. We'll see about that. Oh, we get to see hers, but we can't see ours? Okay. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me find what? Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Is it good? Rate her poem. Rate it. What's your thoughts on it? That last sentence makes it a 10 out of 10. Honestly, that's like the best. That's the best one there. I want breakfast. Although I don't eat breakfast. Buy the book game. Click outside the poem area to continue. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Yeah. We're gonna save.